Hi there and welcome to Blancco Verified, the series where we get deeper into the technical details of Blancco solutions. We know that one of the major challenges facing IT asset disposition providers today comes from the way that modern operating systems manage device ownership and security. Technologies like Microsoft Autopilot allow organizations to automatically re-provision devices when they reconnect to the internet. And that's great for enterprise IT teams, but it introduces some risk and a potential lack of efficiency for the ITADs that are processing corporate assets once they've been decommissioned. And the challenge here is that even if an asset has been wiped and is apparently ready for resale or redeployment, if it's still enrolled in that initial autopilot environment, it could potentially re-download corporate configurations or data. And that means a device that is apparently clean could still be locked to a previous owner. We've developed a solution that meets this problem head on, and it's called Blancco Autopilot Detection. It's a solution that automatically identifies whether an asset is part of Microsoft Autopilot or another UEM environment as part of the normal data erasure workflows. Instead of requiring manual checks or additional tools, the detection runs alongside the data erasure process, and all the results are centrally reported through the Blancco management portal. In today's demo with one of our product managers, Bernard Lagarjan, you'll see exactly how that works in practice. Bernard runs through an automated sequence of erasure, diagnostics, and autopilot detection to show you how easy the software is.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen to first show you what a workflow is, or at least the way it looks. Let me do that. I have built this workflow. Actually, it looks like this. It has, as you know, a lot of different boxes that you can connect, but each box is actually doing something in particular. For instance, the first box is going to focus on erasure. It will just erase the data on your machine. The second box here is going to do the autopilot detection. So that's going to be the second step of this process. And then we will continue here through diagnostics. We are going to run some functional grading because we will run some diagnostics to check the condition of some components. But then we will also, based on the results, we will start adding or building a grade for those components. And then we will finish with these two boxes. The first one is going to focus on the cosmetic grading because that's going to actually provide a second grade for your machine, how it looks, does it have some defaults. And finally, we will compute automatically a unique grade for the whole asset based on the functional grade and on the cosmetic grade. So I'm going to run this workflow. I have here a little machine that I'm going also to show you. Okay, so this is a virtual machine that I'm running. And this machine is actually going to run our solution Blancco Drive Eraser. And Drive Eraser is going to load the workflow that I was showing you before. Okay, so this is the booting. The solution is booting on the machine. And from now on, you will see that I've been configuring the workflow to do a lot of interesting things. For instance, the erasure is going to run in the background. You will be able to do things while the erasure is happening, because as you know, the erasure is one of the steps that takes the longest time. I've been also configuring the workflow to run the autopilot detection that takes roughly 2 to 3 minutes, but that process is also going to run in the background. So the operator will be able to focus from the beginning into doing the functional tests and the cosmetic grading. But in the end, you will actually get a unified process because we will get the erasure data, but also the autopilot status all in the end of this process. So right now the erasure is starting, and the autopilot has also started in the background, and this actually is one of the tests I've been configuring. It's actually the display test. I'm running some colors in the screen to identify dead pixels. This is looking good, so I'm going to pass this test. This is the second test. It's the keyboard test, so I'm just testing quickly the keys of my keyboard. This is looking good, so I'm going to pass this and move to the next test. So this is a test that is going to check my mouse. And it seems that this is looking good, so I'm also going to pass this. This is the last test. What I've been doing is that I'm testing actually the USB ports of my machine. I've connected here a USB stick. This is looking good, so I'm going to pass this test. That's it. That was for the functional part. So bear in mind that I've been only showing 4 tests or 4 diagnostics. We actually have more than 20 in our solution. And from now on, I will get everything else will be automated, because I'm going to get now the autopilot status right now. Okay, now we got the autopilot detection has completed, and I'm getting a clear message that informs me that this machine is actually enrolled. So the previous owner has enrolled this machine, and of course I need to unenroll it. I need to unlock it. So I am clicking OK. Now this is the message I was also waiting. So these are the this is the grade. So I got functional point 0 means the lowest the point, the better the condition. So 0 point because all my tests work. My cosmetic points 2 because there was some problem on my machine. So I'm getting a final grade of B. This is just one example. You can actually add very interesting and more complex conditions to build a very granular grade in the end. Okay, and now a report is sent, and that's it. My process is finished. This machine can be shut down. So the BMP, we have been introducing in the BMP that is coming out next week. We are going to introduce a new window. So if you check here on the report tab, you will see that you can actually access all your reports. We've been creating here a new entry called the Autopilot enrollments. So what this view is showing you is it's going to show you all the machines that you have been processing, with an emphasis on both the enrolled machines that you can see here and also the not enrolled machine. So in this example, I only have one machine that is not enrolled. So if we focus on the enrolled machines, these in fact are more than machines, they are a report. So I've been running some tests, and that's why you see actually a lot of machines that are the same. Actually, these are different reports. The one that I am the most interested on is the latest one, the one that I was demoing before. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not touching the asset anymore. The asset is on a shelf. I don't actually mind about it anymore. I'm going to select the report that corresponds to that asset. As you can see, the autopilot status is enrolled, as we could see during the demo. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to recheck it, which means that I'm going to refresh the status of that asset. Between the previous demo and now, I've been actually unenrolling the asset. The asset is not enrolled anymore into Autopilot. So let's see if we can actually get a refreshed status just by clicking on this button. So the recheck process has started, and well, it's going to take some time. It should take roughly between 2 minutes and 5 minutes, worst case scenario. So bear with me during that time. I will also quickly show you the report, the way the report looks. So this is the report that I created. You remember the grade B, And here you can actually see that the autopilot status is enrolled. So let's see if the new report after this recheck refreshes that information. Okay, so let's refresh this again. And I think actually that my machine is now not enrolled. So it has disappeared from the previous window. And this is my machine. As you can see, this is the enrollment time. And the previous state was enrolled. The autopilot recheck has finished 2 minutes ago. And let's take a look at the report. Let's see if the report is actually showing. Yes, so this is the same report as before, but now the autopilot status is not enrolled, which means that you end up having a single report with all your erasure information, your diagnostic information, and a refreshed autopilot status. So yeah, that was the demo of the recheck I wanted to show you.
So that was just a quick look at how Blancco Autopilot Detection and Touchless Recheck enable ITADs to identify, verify and manage assets without having to add manual steps or reprocess devices unnecessarily. If you'd like to learn more about Blancco Autopilot Detection, please click the link in the box below. And if you found this video useful, please subscribe to the channel so you'll be kept up to date with everything that's happening in the data sanitization space.